Amongst the vastly different creatures of the ocean, seahorses are one of the most unique-looking creatures. While their elongated snout and unique anatomy might have a strong resemblance to horses, these amazing creatures are actually fish. Although they are classified as fishes, there are some key differences in anatomy. Regular fish scales are replaced by bony plates, and a pectoral fin is present instead of a pelvic fin. Seahorses also have a prehensile tail instead of a caudal fin. As majestic as these horses of the sea are, there's more to a seahorse than meets the eye. Part of the genus Hippocampus and the phylum Chordata, seahorses are close relatives of pipefish and sea dragons. While pipefish, sea dragons, and seahorses all have characteristics that set them apart from each other, the one thing they do share in common is how the males carry fertilized eggs to full term. Although there is much left to learn about seahorses, in this video we will explore the main facets of reproduction in these fascinating creatures. Seahorses are ovoviviparous animals, which means that fertilized eggs hatch within the body of a parent when the embryos are fully developed, and live birth takes place once the eggs are ready to hatch.
The male is expelling the young through contraction-like convulsions, which is also seen in female humans when giving birth. After the young are expelled, there is no further parental care.
Some of the key reproductive organs of a seahorse include the ovipositor, which is a long tube in female seahorses and is somewhat synonymous to oviducts in humans. Female seahorses use it to transport around 1,500 to 2,000 eggs into a male seahorse. The eggs from female seahorses are dropped into the brood pouch opening. In female humans, mature eggs or oocytes do not leave the body. Instead, they are transported to the fallopian tube, where fertilization by sperm may occur. The brood pouch is where seahorse eggs are fertilized by the male seahorse, and the fertilized eggs continue to develop and grow until the eggs are ready to hatch. It is synonymous to the uterus in human females. The fertilized eggs move to the uterus and it implants itself into a thickened uterine lining and continues to develop until ready for live birth. Seahorse dads, just like human moms, provide oxygen, nutrients, and protection to their developing embryos. Humans provide nutrition using the placenta inside the uterus, and seahorse dads do it with the thickened skin inside a pouch, much like a thickened uterus providing protection to the embryos. Female seahorses provide eggs, which are nutrient-rich egg yolks that feed developing embryos, but the mom's responsibility for their offspring ends at mating.
The seahorse embryo during embryonic development is provided proper nourishment via a yolk sac. This yolk sac mirrors the function of the mammalia placenta.
Before mating, male seahorses compete to win the affection of a female seahorse. Males inflate their pouches to display its emptiness. Once the female has decided her match, mating between the two seahorses begins with a unique courtship dance. The mating pair entwine their tails and the female aligns its ovipositor with the opening of the male's brood pouch.
The short clip shown is an example of copulation between the female and male seahorse. As seen, the female is inserting her ovipositor into the male brood pouch and depositing her unfertilized eggs. The male then has a 6-second window to release sperm into the pouch to fertilize the eggs. After mating is complete, the pouch is sealed completely to the outside. In comparison, a kangaroo shares some similarities from its fertilization and its pouch to a seahorse and a human, however with some key differences. The kangaroo, for instance, fertilizes its egg exactly like a human. The egg is released from the ovary and gets fertilized by the sperm in the fallopian tube, which then travels into the uterus. The egg will only inhabit that area for a short period of time. The egg will not develop a placenta, but instead a yolk sac like a seahorse embryo. Once the yolk sac is consumed, the joey still in the embryonic stage will travel down into the pouch where it will grow and develop further, like the seahorse babies, who grow and develop in the brood pouch until birth. These pouches are similar in that they both house developing embryos. The difference between them is the seahorse pouch is sealed completely until birth and the kangaroo's pouch is more like a pocket. The joey is able to leave and return to the pouch until it no longer needs parental care, but the seahorse babies, once born, no longer return to the pouch and need to fend for themselves.
Like many other animals in the sea, global warming and other stressors are causing a decline in seahorse populations. From 2009 to 2015 alone, researchers observed an 83 to 97% decline in population in some parts of the globe. Throughout our research for this presentation, it became obvious that there is a lack of research in seahorse reproductivity. Understanding seahorses and their reproduction behaviors may help save the seahorse species in the near future.